നമസ്കാരം. മോക്ക് ടെസ്റ്റിൻ്റെ പുതിയ വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് തൊഴിൽവീതിയിൽ വന്ന ജൂനിയർ ലാബ് അസിസ്റ്റന്റ് എക്സാം പ്രാക്ടീസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ: വാർമിംഗ് ദ anticubital space or hand prior to puncture. Option A reduces blood flow. Option B increases blood flow. Option C increases heartbeat. Option D none of these. Warming the anticubital space or hand prior to puncture increases blood flow. Warming the anticubital space or hand prior to puncture increases blood flow. Capillary puncture is a poor choice for specimen collection if the patient is option A dehydrated, option B nauseated, option C comatose, option D none of these. Capillary puncture is a poor choice for specimen collection if the patient is dehydrated. Capillary puncture is a poor choice for specimen collection if the patient is dehydrated. A person who donates his or her blood to be stored and reinfused if needed during surgery is known as option A forced blood donor, option B autologous blood donor, option C professional blood donor, option D none of these. A person who donates his or her blood to be stored and reinfused if needed during surgery is known as autologous blood donor. Option B autologous blood donor. A person who donates his or her blood to be stored and reinfused if needed during surgery is known as autologous blood donor. Which of the following is not a test for ketone bodies? Option A Rotheras test. Option B Ligas test. Option C Gerhardt test. Option D Barfoed test. Which of the following is not a test for ketone bodies? Answer option D Barfoed test. Which of the following is not a test for ketone bodies? Barfoed test. Most accurate method of detecting CSF proteins are turbidimetric method, option B colorimetric method, option C electrophoresis, option D none of these. Most accurate method of detecting CSF proteins are option C electrophoresis. Most accurate method of detecting CSF proteins are electrophoresis. Oligoclonal bands in CSF indicates option A CSF leakage, option B meningitis, option C multiple sclerosis, option D Alzheimer's. Oligoclonal bands in CSF indicates option C multiple sclerosis. Oligoclonal bands in CSF indicates multiple sclerosis. In pulmonary oedema, sputum is option A viscous, option B purulent, option C frothy, option D both A and B. In pulmonary oedema, sputum is frothy. In pulmonary oedema, sputum is frothy. Sputum consists of option A 90% water and 10% organic components. Option B 95% water and 5% organic components. Option C 80% water and 20% organic components. Option D 85% water and 15% organic components. Sputum consists of option B 95% of water and 5% of organic components. Sputum consists of 95% water and 5% organic components. HbA1c gives information about option A glycemic control over 2 weeks, option B glycemic control over 4 weeks, option C glycemic control over 2 months, option D glycemic control over 3 months. HbA1c gives information about glycemic control over 3 months. HbA1c gives information about glycemic control over 3 months. Analyzer that is known as short turnaround time. Option A batch analyzer, option B semi-auto analyzer, Option C, random access autoanalyzer. Option D, none of the above. Analyzer that is known as short turnaround time is random access autoanalyzer. Analyzer that is known as short turnaround time, random access autoanalyzer. Functional unit of kidney. Option A, nephrons. Option B, glomeruli. Option C, renal tubules. Option D, calyx. Functional unit of kidney is nephrons. Functional unit of kidney is nephrons. Elevated level of GGT are found in option A, liver disease. Option B, pancreatic disease. Option C, chronic alcoholism. Option D, all the above. Elevated level of GGT are found in all the above. Elevated level of GGT are found in liver disease, pancreatic disease and chronic alcoholism. Major enzyme involved in digestion of lipids. Option A, cholesterol esterase. Option B, phospholipase A2. Option C, pancreatic lipase. Option D, colipase. Major enzyme involved in digestion of lipids. Answer option C, pancreatic lipase. Major enzyme involved in digestion of lipids, pancreatic lipase. Lipids from tissues are transported to liver by option A, CLDL. Option B, HDL. Option C, VLDL. Option D, IDL. Lipids from tissues are transported to liver by HDL. Lipids from tissues are transported to liver by HDL. Who of the following biologist is known as father of microbiology? Option A, Conrad Bloch. Option B, Louis Pasteur. Option C, George Wall. Option D, Halden Keffer. Who of the following biologist is known as father of microbiology? Answer is option B, Louis Pasteur. Who of the following biologist is known as father of microbiology? Louis Pasteur. Bacteria having flagella all around the bacterial cell is known as option A, monotricate. Option B, atricate. Option C, lophotricate. Option D, peritricate. Bacteria having flagella all around the bacterial cell is known as peritricate. Bacteria having flagella all around the bacterial cell is known as peritricate. Optimum temperature for the growth of common pathogenic bacterial is option A, 35 degrees Celsius. Option B, 36 degrees Celsius. Option C, 37 degrees Celsius. Option D, 38 degrees Celsius. Optimum temperature for the growth of common pathogenic bacterial is 37 degrees Celsius. Optimum temperature for the growth of common pathogenic bacterial is 37 degrees Celsius. Culture method used for producing pure growth of bacteria for slide agglutination. Option A, streak culture. Option B, stroke culture. Option C, stab culture. Option D, lawn culture. Culture method used for producing pure growth of bacteria for slide agglutination is stroke culture. Culture method used for producing pure growth of bacteria for slide agglutination is stroke culture. The quickest method for determining bacterial motility is option A, hanging drop method. Option B, staining reaction. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of these. The quickest method for determining bacterial motility is hanging drop method. The quickest method for determining bacterial motility is hanging drop method. Primary stain used in gram staining is option A, methylene blue. Option B, carbolfuchsin. Option C, crystal violet. Option D, malachite green. Primary stain used in gram staining is option C, crystal violet. Primary stain used in gram staining is crystal violet. Which of the following is introduced first for tissue cutting? Option A, vibrating microtome. Option B, rocking microtome. Option C, rotary microtome. Option D, cryostat. Which of the following is introduced first for tissue cutting? Answer is option B, rocking microtome. Rocking microtome is introduced first for tissue cutting. Automatic tissue processing machine is called option A microtome, option B cryostat, option C histokinete, option D culture counter. Automatic tissue processing machine is called histokinete. Automatic tissue processing machine is called histokinete. Autoclave is an example of which of the following method of sterilization? Option A moist heat method, option B dry heat method, option C filtration method, option D radiation method. Autoclave is an example of which of the following method of sterilization? Answer option A moist heat method. Autoclave is an example of which of the following method of sterilization? Moist heat method. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flowers of different plants is known as option A autogamy, option B getnogamy, option C xenogamy, option D none of these. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flowers of different plants is known as xenogamy. Option C xenogamy. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flowers of different plants is known as xenogamy. Concussion occurs during option A early prophase, option B late prophase, option C early metaphase, option D late metaphase. Concussion occurs during early metaphase. Concussion occurs during early metaphase. Concept of ecological pyramid was proposed by option A Odom, option B Tansley, option C Reiter, option D Charles Elton. Concept of ecological pyramid was proposed by option D Charles Elton. Concept of ecological pyramid was proposed by Charles Elton. Pollination carried out by bats is called cantherophily, option B melitophily, option C chiropterophily, option D myophily. Pollination carried out by bats is called option C chiropterophily. Pollination carried out by bats is called chiropterophily. If the oxygen atom is attached to a secondary carbon atom, the compound is known as option A alkane, option B aldehyde, option C alkynes, option D ketone. If the oxygen atom is attached to a secondary carbon atom, the compound is known as option D ketone. If the oxygen atom is attached to a secondary carbon atom, the compound is known as ketone. Elements of group 3 to group 12 belong to option A S block, option B P block, option C D block, option D F block. Elements of group 3 to group 12 belong to option C D block. Elements of group 3 to group 12 belongs to D block. Purple of gaseous is option A colloidal solution of starch, option B colloidal solution of silver, option C colloidal solution of gold, option D colloidal solution of platinum. Purple of gaseous is colloidal solution of gold. Purple of gaseous is colloidal solution of gold.